짠! Hello, hello, hello. Hello everyone. Welcome back to Weekly Korean Live class. My name is Keijin. 안녕하세요, 케이진입니다. And 안녕하세요, 침치입니다. Welcome everyone. Today we are going to talk about 짜란! 아래? 짜란! Yes, how to talk about your occupation in Korean. Occupation, your job and profession. And this lesson will be very, very important because wherever you go in the world, you will see any job. Even you are watching me and I'm your teacher, and in this setting, you are a student. And this is one kind of occupation. So these words are very common in our daily life. So keep watching this video until the end. Okay, 안녕하세요, 코아티, 베호닉, 키쇼어, 크리스, 니킬, 아얀, and 수미, KD. Awesome! And just like last week, this lesson will be very interactive. And this lesson is designed for absolute beginners who don't even understand the Korean alphabet, Hangul. So if you don't know the alphabet, Korean alphabet, Hangul, don't worry. This lesson would be okay, perfect for you. Of course, if you know Hangul, that's even better. But we'll make sure to have the romanization when we introduce new phrases. And Jan, this is week 3, which means we already had week 1 and 2. You can always revisit our previous videos on YouTube and Facebook. So, okay, so, 짜자자잔. By the way, if you click the link in the description, you can get today's textbook. This is our textbook with a lot of content, with a lot of cute images, a lot of words and phrases and grammar, sentence pattern. There are so many things to learn, so check out the link in the description. You can download, yes, this. Not only that, you can join today's quiz show. I know you've been doing a great job. I'm not going to mention specific people's name, but hopefully you will do good job again. If you are new, well, the quiz show will be super interactive and fun, so join it. Click the link in the description. Yay! Okay, if you are logged in, you can actually see the screen. Or you can also use this QR code to access the page. Yes, today you're going to talk about job. So submit your job name in Korean or in English, either is fine. If you submit your job name in English, I'll translate your job in in Korean. That will be awesome. And also, if you care about your privacy, I understand that. So you don't have to write down your real job, but please write down the jobs that you want to know in Korean, or your dream job, or any jobs that you often see in Korean drama. Anything is okay. Today's focus is to learn the Korean job-related words. And yes, please like the video if you're enjoying the lesson. Okay, great. 안녕하세요, 가일론, MD, and Nancy. Perfect. Okay, so going back to today's lesson. Yes, this is what we just talked about it, right? Yes, you can download. Come here. You can download today's free lesson pack or textbook that I'm using during this lesson. 히카루 안녕하세요. 코아티, indeed very important. I'm about to leave my workplace. Oh, I hope you are getting a better job or you are aiming for something better. And Trinity, 안녕. 우자, 안녕하세요. 야사이, 안녕하세요. I know most of you on the comment, and I'm very proud of myself. Okay, so let's start today's lesson. So, 짜잔, please listen to the dialogue carefully and see how much you can understand the dialogue. Let's go.
학생이에요?
아니요. 학생이 아니에요. 투자가예요.
Turun. How was it? Did you understand the word? So I'll read the dialogue slowly again. So please listen again and see how much you understand. So 짠. 학생이에요? 학생이에요? 아니요. 학생이 아니에요. 투자가예요. 아니요. 학생이 아니에요. 투자가예요. So it's a very important sentence patterns. These are really important. Basic but the most common one. So first sentence is 짠. 학생이에요. Are you a student? Student in Korean is 학생. 학생. And 이에요, this is what we learned before and it means to be. So in Korean, it literally means student is or students are, but in natural English, that would be, are you a student? Or is she a student? Is he a student? Are they a student? There's no subject in the sentence, so we don't know. We know the subject by looking at the context. But in Korean, we often omit the subject, just like this. 학생이에요. 학생이에요. 안녕하세요, 무하메드. 학생이에요. Are you a student? And next. 아니요. 학생이 아니에요. 아니요 means no, no. 아니요, 아니요, no. 학생 again means students and 이 아니에요. This 이 아니에요 means it means like not be. So basically it means like I'm not a student. 학생 student 이 아니에요 means not. 학생이 아니에요. I'm not a student. Or she's not a student. He's not a student. There's no subject. So in the context, it can mean anything. But in this situation, it's most natural if you say I'm not a student. 학생이 아니에요. Okay, then who is it? 투자가예요. 투자가예요. What is 투자가, by the way? 투자가. 투자가 is an investor. I think this word is getting more and more popular in the world because a lot of people are investing money to coins, and especially in Korea, Korean people are very interested in investing their money to some stocks. So there are many 투자가 in Korean. There are more and more 투자가 in Korea these days. And 예요 is exactly same as 이예요. It means to be. But they look different, right? I'm going to introduce that, explain that very soon. So for now, please understand that this 이예요 and 예요 both means to be, is. So 투자가예요. I'm an investor. Or he's an investor. She's an investor. We are an investors. They are investors. So 투자가예요. 투자가 왜요? 니킬, exactly. 수미, you are right. So if you want to say this casually, you can say 학생이야, 아니, 학생이 아니야, 투자가야. But for absolute beginners, I don't recommend you to learn Korean in a casual speech. Always learn from the polite form because that would not offend anyone. It's the safest. Okay. Suriskis. I'm sorry. I always make mistake with your name. Just like last week. 스리크리스나. Thank you. Yes, you're a student. Thank you. MD 안녕하세요. Nancy. Awesome. Okay, so please listen carefully again. I read the sentences one more time. So 짠. 학생이에요? 학생이에요? Are you a student? 아니요. 학생이 아니에요. 투자가예요. Again. 아니요. 학생이 아니에요. 투자가예요. No, I'm not a student. I'm an investor. Okay, so I have a question. Well, when you talk about a job, of course you can say, are you a student? Are you something? But there is another way to ask a job, right? What is your job? What do you do in English? How do you say that in Korean? What is your job? So if you want to ask directly, like, what is your job? What is your job? That is 직업이 뭐예요? 직업이 뭐예요? Well, for beginners, I'll try to write it more clearly. 직업이, and this is square. 뭐예요? And 짜자잔, we have this word. 직업, it means job. Job. 직업, job. And 이 is a particle making 직업 as a subject of the sentence. 뭐 means what? What? 예요? Do you remember? This means is. So it literally means job, what is. So what is your job? In Korean is 직업이 뭐예요? And Katie, exactly. That's a very good example. 직업이 뭐예요 is okay. Or you can also say 어떻게 되세요? 어떻게 되세요 is exactly same as 뭐예요? 뭐예요? And 어떻게 되세요? They are the same. But what's the difference? 뭐예요 is very direct. It's a 뭐예요? What is? What is? But 어떻게 되세요? It sounds like I wonder what it is. So it sounds a little bit indirect. Indirect. That's why it sounds a little bit more polite. So 어떻게 literally means how. 되세요 means become. So how's your job become? How does your job become is the literal translation, but well, in natural English, it just means what is your job. And 어떻게 되세요 is definitely much better than 뭐예요 because it's a little bit more indirect. So 어떻게 되세요 sounds a little bit more polite. Ah, Katie, that's a good one. Charismatic. Oh, you're secretary. 비서예요? 비서? 안녕하세요, 프라티샤. Welcome. 우자, you are 학생. And 아얀, that's a good question. So you're asking my job, right? Oh, I'll tell you that very soon. Okay, and Katie, yes, there is another way to say what is your job, which is even better. 무슨 일을 하세요? 무슨 일을 하세요? Or 어떤 일을 하세요? This sounds like what do you do? In English, it sounds like what do you do? 직업이 뭐예요 is very direct. Or 직업이 어떻게 되세요? Both means what is your job? What is your profession? But 무슨 일을 하세요? It sounds like what do you do? What do you do for living? 무슨 means what. And 무슨 means what. And 일 means work. 을 is object marking particle making 무슨 일 as an object of the sentence. 하세요 means do. So what work do you do? 무슨 일을 하세요? Or even better. 어떤. It literally means how or what kind of. So what kind of work do you do? What kind of work do you do in Korean is 어떤 일을 하세요? 어떤 일을 하세요? So these are how to ask what is your job in Korean. And Katie, you're right. If you want to be extremely polite, you can use that phrase. 어떤 분야에서 일하시는지 여쭤볼 수 있을까요? That's even better, but that is quite intermediate or advanced phrase, and I wouldn't recommend that for beginners. Because that kind of phrase would be used at work, or some professional party or something. I wouldn't use that phrase in more like casual setting. So for this beginner lesson, definitely these phrases are enough. Okay, very good. So Jan, let's talk about these vocabulary. As I mentioned, 학생 means student, and a lot of words related to school has 학. 학 is a small tip, by the way. 학 here. For example, 학교. Do you know 학교? 학교 means school. School. It has 학, right? 학. Do you know scholarship? Scholarship in Korean is 장학금. 장학금. So in English, a lot of words related to like some study stuff has scholar, and in Korean, that is kind of like 학. Well, this is just some information for intermediate and advanced learners, so don't worry about this. But the students in Korean is 학생. 학생. Okay, so next phrase I have is very important. Very important. Is 아니요. 아니요. It means no. No. 아니요. 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 Please remember this. And how can I say that in casually? Like, for example, Chim and I are best friends. And we are talking like, do you like pizza? And I said, no, I'm on a diet. So in that case, I don't use 아니요, but I say 아니. So 아니요 is polite way to say no. 아니 is a casual way to say no. So 아니요. How can I say yes in Korean? Yes. Yes is 네. Another way to say yes is 예. 예. But I barely use 예. It sounds too formal. So definitely 99% Korean people use this one. 네. But again, both of them are same. It means yes, but 네 is much more common. And this is polite way to say yes, and casual way to say yes is 응 or 어. 응 or 어. Do you like pizza? 응. Yes. Do you like pizza? 어. So both of them are okay. Please remember, 네 is casual. 예 is a formal but not a very commonly used. And 응, 어, both of them are extremely common in casual setting. Okay, Katie. Oh, you say 어 sometimes. Me too. 수미, 응. Okay. And let's look at this. 아니에요. It means am not. The reason why that I'm introducing these two words at the same time is many students are confused with these two words. They make mistake. Please remember, 아니요 is a single expression. 아니요, nope. It means no. But 아니에요 doesn't exactly mean no, but it means that's not true. So sometimes you can use both in a question, but sometimes not. For example, are you a student? Then you can say no, 아니요 is okay. 아니에요 is okay because it can also mean that's not true. Oh, that's not true. I'm not a student. I'm a teacher. No. So 아니에요 works. But do you like pizza? Or is okay? So let's use the same example. Do you like pizza? 아니요. No. 아니에요 doesn't work because that's not true. So 아니에요 is a phrase. It's an expression. It's a sentence. 아니요 is a single words like nope. So 아니에요 and 아니요 are different. When you want to say no, please use 아니요. 아니에요 is something different. It means am not. Look at this. 짜자잔. It means am not, something is not true. So 아니에요 is different. Okay. And 아니요 is just no, so it's not used in a long sentence usually. It's just 아니요. 아니에요 can be used in a long sentence. Something, something, something is not true. 아니에요. I'll show you more examples soon, so be careful. And next we have this 이에요 and 예요. Let's look at this word. 이에요 and 예요. I told you they are same. It means am or are or is. It means like to be, right? Be. And why there are two versions? It's so confusing. Why there are two versions? Katie, that's a good example. Okay, so I'll show it to you. 짜잔. This means exactly the same, but if the noun ending in a consonant, then we use 이에요, 이에요, 이에요. And if the noun ends in a vowel, then we use 예요. Shocking, right? So for example, 학생. Do you know this word? 학생. 학생 means students. Yes, you know this word. 학생. And 학생. Do you see this? 학생. Yes, it ends with the consonant. 생, kind of ng sound, right? 학생. So since the noun 학생 ends with a consonant, we use 이에요. We use 이에요 as in 학생이에요. It means it's a student. She's a student. He's a student. I'm a student. You are students. We are students. They are students. We don't put subject, so it can be anything. But in the context, well, you know what it means. 학생이에요 means I'm a student. Or what if the person wants to say 투자가? Remember this word? In the dialogue, we learned 투자가, right? 투자가 means investor. 투자가 Yes, 투자가 It ends with the a sound, right? This. Did you see this? This a sound. Since it ends with the vowel sound, it should be 예요 as in 투자가예요. I'm an investor. You're an investor. He's an investor. She's an investor. So 학생이예요. 투자가예요. So there are two words. So be careful. You have to listen carefully to the noun, or you have to look at the noun carefully. And if it has consonant, 예요. If it has a vowel, it ends with a vowel, then use 예요. Katie, exactly. And another example, good example is 바보가 아니에요. That is using this 아니에요 example, right? I'm going to introduce that very soon too. So I see some new students who joined in the middle. Ocean, 안녕하세요. For those students, I want to mention that, yes, you can get this PDF from the link in the description. Okay, so as I just mentioned, we talk about 이에요, right? 이에요, 예요. Now you understand why I use 이에요 here, right? Because 학생, it ended with consonant, so I'm using 이에요. Do you see this? Yes, there is a question mark, which means it's a question. And Korean questions are so easy. In English, You need to change the word order. That gives me a huge headache whenever I make a question in English. But in Korean, that's so simple. You make just normal sentence, statement or question. They have exactly same grammar structure. Only difference is this question mark at the end in a text. And when we speak, you just raise the intonation like this. 학생이에요? 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 Then you know that this is a question. But if I don't raise the intonation, then you know that this is a statement. Like 학생이에요. 학생이에요. That means I'm a student. Again, if you use a rising intonation, that becomes a question. If you use flat intonation, that becomes a statement. Korean is so simple. So 학생이에요. Are you a student? 학생, students. 이에요. Are, is, be, am. 학생이에요. Okay, Philistas, morning. And Ocean, 안녕하세요. Okay. So now let's look at this sentence pattern, which is 짠, this. 짜잔. 학생이가 아니에요. Well, as for 아니요, you already know what it is, right? 아니요 means no, no, simple, no. And for this second sentence, we just talk about it, right? 이에요 and 예요 it means is, and 투자가 means investor. So it can mean I'm an investor. He, she, they, we, are, is, am investor. So we already learned this sentence pattern. So let's focus on this. 학생이가 아니에요. 짠. Yes, there are two. Again. There are two patterns. So if the noun ends in a consonant, what happens? 짠, 짠. For example, 학생, then you use 이 아니에요. Ooh, it means am not or is not, are not. And if the noun, if the noun ends in a vowel, what happens is 짜자자잔 가 아니에요. 가 아니에요. JK, Korean is too difficult. I know if you don't understand the Korean word order, it seems so difficult, but you will get used to it. My students got used to it quickly. So when you practice a lot, it's okay. It's actually same for all other languages in my experience. Okay, so as you see this, there are two ways to say am not, I'm not something, she's not something, he's not something, you are not something, which is 이가 아니에요 and 가 아니에요. So if noun ends in a consonant, then you use 이 아니에요. And if noun ends in a vowel, then you use 가 아니에요. So for example, I have this word 학생. We already talked about this many times, so now it's so simple. 학생. 학생. Okay, it ends with the consonant, so I use this. 이 아니에요. It means I'm not a student. She's not a student. He's not a student. Now I have this word. 투자가. 투자가. It means investor. And now 가 아니에요. I'm using 가 아니에요 because 투자가. It ends with the 아 sound. 아 sound, which is a vowel. So I use 가 아니에요. So I'm not an investor. She's not an investor. He's not an investor. You're not an investor. Okay. All good? Are you okay with this grammar? This is a very important, so please remember this sentence pattern. You use this really a lot. Really, really a lot. Why? Because you can use it in any place. For example, today is not my birthday. 오늘은, by the way, the 은는, the topic marking particle or subject marking particle is omitted because in this sentence is obvious. But if you want to put it, you can put 은는. Remember lesson 1? I said 저는 케이진입니다. 저는 as for me, I'm. So if you want to put the subject, you can use noun and 은는. So today is not my birthday. 오늘은 제 생일이 아니에요. 이 아니에요. 이 아니에요. Or strawberry is not a pen. Obviously. Or pen is not a fruit. I mean, in any case, like, chim is not a tiger. Or, I'm not an American. So in any case, you use that kind of phrase a lot, right? You're not third grade, or she's not my teacher. So you actually use this kind of sentence pattern a lot in English. And if you know this sentence pattern, you can now make that kind of sentences in Korean if you know the noun in Korean. Okay, why is it not 아니에요 since 아니 ends in a vowel? That's a very good question. That's a very good question. 아니. And some people think, 아니. It ends with the vowel sound, so I have to use 예요. Right, teacher? But no, this is an exception because, no, this doesn't work. No, because this is an exception because 아니에요 is just a fixed expression. You don't really conjugate it with this, the 예요, 이에요, because it's just a fixed expression, just fixed. It's just what it is. And also, 이에요 and 예요 are combined with a noun. And 아니 is not a noun here. So, 투자가 이에요, 예요 works because it's a noun. 아니 is not a noun. So, 아니에요. Please memorize this as a phrase, as it is. And you know what? Actually, native Korean people make a mistake, as in 아니에요. Even some native Korean people make a mistake, but according to the correct grammar, is 아니에요. 아니. The first one does not exist in Korean, even if Korean people make mistake like that. 아니에요 is the one that only exists. Okay. Stoa, that's a very good question. Yes, you want to say lecturer, so I'll introduce that word very soon because that's also my job now. Okay, so this is a summary. So, 짠. If the profession is a word that ends in a consonant, use 이, as in 학생이 아니에요. If the profession is a word that ends with a vowel, use 가, such as 투자가 가 or engineer가 아니에요. 가. And if the profession is a word, not only profession by the way, if it's a noun, ends with a consonant, use 이에요, such as 학생이에요, 학생 ends with a consonant. If the profession or a noun that ends with a vowel, then use 예요, such as engineer, is a vowel, right? So 예요. Okay. And that's a good note. Note that 예요 is often pronounced as 에요 when speaking. Yes, engineer예요. 학생이에요. engineer 예요 is 예요, but Korean people speak fast and we don't pronounce every single syllable accurately. So sometimes it sounds like 에요 is closer to 에요 than 예요, but you should write it as 예요 all the time. Okay, very good. Okay, so John, these are some words for jobs, professions. So we have this engineer. You can guess because it's from the English words. It's English loan word. Engineer is engineer, and in Korean pronunciation that is engineer. Okay, and 선생님, 선생님, 선생님 is me. This is what you call me, how you call me, right? 선생님, 선생님, right? That's perfect. 선생님 is how you call me, and this is a very common word. So some people say I'm a 선생님 too, and there's a 교사, 교사, and do you see this? Wow, both of them are teachers. So how can I use it? What are the differences? So 짠, 교사 and 선생님 both means teacher, and when you ask someone, are you a teacher? You say 선생님 because 선생님, 님. Do you know 님? It's actually honorific title. It sounds very polite. So to show your respect, are you a teacher? 선생님이에요. 선생님이에요. It's okay. But when you say I'm a teacher, we don't say 선생님 previously, but these days it's so common. So you can say yes, I'm 선생님. Yes, I'm 선생님. 선생님이에요 is okay because it's a common word. But 선생님 itself shows it's a very respectful word. And you usually don't use such a respect word for yourself. So many teachers say 교사 instead. 교사. Because 선생님 is too polite. So you don't have to be polite to yourself, right? But again, it's a common word in Korea. So some people say, oh, I'm a 선생님. Yes, 선생님이에요 is okay. But some people still use 교사, 교사, because they don't show respect to themselves. But am I 교사? I'm your teacher, right? I'm 선생님, yes, but I'm not 교사. Because 교사 is a teacher in an elementary school, middle school, high school. 교사, again, 교사 is only for this 학교, the teachers who work for school, elementary school, middle school, high school. So I'm not a 교사 because it's not elementary, middle, high schools, right? Instead, I call myself as lecturer. Lecturer in Korean is just like stoa. 강사, 강사, stoa and me are 강사. We are lecturer. We give a lecture in some school, organization, or university too. University is 강사. Professor is 교사. 교사. 강사 is lecturer. 교사, not 교사. Oops. 교사 is a 교사. This is a elementary, middle, high school. Is 교수 is professor. I say 교사 too many times, so I naturally say this. Okay, 교수 is a professor. Okay, and I want to see more example. Yes, this. Chef is chef, someone who cooks well. Chef. Or some people use this word, Korean words. 요리사. But these days, chef is more common. But 요리사 also means chef. And this is also my job. 회사원, office worker. I'm an office worker too. So 회사원. A lot of people say I'm 회사원, or the similar word is 직장인. And now we have this 의사. It's a doctor. It's a doctor. And let's see more examples. I see. Yeah, we already got this one. 회사원. 짜자자잔, this. 회사원. Yes, this office worker. 대학생. That's a good one. 대학생 means university student. And cameraman. Well, we use this English word directly too. We say 카메라맨. And director in Korean is 감독. And video editor is 영상 편집자. Operation analyst. It sounds very technical, and honestly, I don't know in Korean. But for analyst in general, it's 분석가, or we use this word directly, English word. Analyst. analyst, analyst. And transport organizer. Oh wow, this sounds very professional. And 짠, honestly, I don't know. Honestly, I don't know because there are many professional job words, and as a native speaker, I don't know all the words. And let me actually check it quickly. Transport organizer. I think, do we have that word in Korean? 운송 기사. I'll think about it and let you know next week. Because many job-related words are very professionals, and when you have these words, even in Korea, normal people like me who is not working in that area don't understand. So very often they say like this, I work for transport industry. 운송 쪽에서 일해요. Like this. Because many professional words are not understandable for normal people like me. Okay. We also say then maybe your job is this. 포화도. Yes, I heard that. 포화도. We use the English word directly. Okay, so yeah, thank you so much for submitting your job-related word. I see. Yeah, I think 쿼티 감사합니다. So yes, I think your job is 포화도. I see. Yes. Thank you so much for sharing your job, and that's very interesting. And audit assistant. Let me also check this word, audit assistant. Or maybe we just say audit assistant. We probably just say 감사자. I'll also check this. Cloud은, you work for a bank. 은행원이에요. Okay, so are you ready for the quiz? 짠, as usual, 짠, let's quickly test your knowledge. So 짠. So if you want to join this quiz show, please click the link in the description. Then you can join this quiz show in real time. This will be super interactive quiz show, and I would love to see how much you understand today's lesson. Okay, so we have 짜잔, 카일 고마워요. And 트레이봉 and 니킬, 클라우드운, 코아티. Anyone who wants to join this quiz show more? Okay, so I'm starting this quiz show very soon. So if you studied today's lesson well, well, actually, you've been doing too well, so I actually added some more words so you can study more. Yes, Priya, exactly. Designer in Korean is 디자이너. 디자이너. And Sakura, teach exercise. So you teach exercise. You say just teacher, 선생님, or PE teacher in Korean is 체육교사. Stoa, what? How do you join this game? Click the link in the description. Yes, if you click the link in the description and log into Korean Class 101, you can join this quiz for free. By the way, some people think, to be a member of Korean Class 101, should I pay? Nope, you don't have to pay. Don't worry, you don't have to pay. Okay, are you ready? Thank you, Everglow, for joining. So we are starting the quiz show now. So 짠, good luck everyone. Priya, how to join the quiz? Yes, if you click the link in the description, or actually I can show you the 짠. 짠. If you Chimchim is too tall. Chimchim is bowing. Oh, you have lots of belly fat, but it's okay. So yes, if you scan this QR code with your phone, or if you have another device, click the link in the description on YouTube or for Facebook is here. And now you can stand up. 짠, 짠. Oh, 침침 is getting old. Just like me. Okay, so in the QR code, you can get this free PDF lesson pack, as I showed you here, with lots of vocabulary and lesson materials. Actually, some of my students say they review the lesson with this PDF and it works perfectly. Please, please, please do that too. And Uja, I don't know how to join the quiz. Don't worry. You can scan this and click the link in the description, and you should log in to Korean Class 101, by the way. If you're not logged in, you cannot join. But logging in and signing up for Korean Class 101 is free. We have the paid membership, but you don't need the paid membership to download this quiz show. So check it out. And we do this quiz show every day, so don't worry if you are not joining today. And you can still join this quiz in the middle of the class. Okay, so I'm starting the quiz. 짜잔. Good luck, everyone. If you answer quickly, you get more points. So how do you say student in Korean? Student. So first word we have is 선생님. 선생님. Second word we have is 학생. 학생. Third word we have is 과학자. 과학자. So last word we have is 경찰. 경찰. So how do you say student in Korean? Student in Korean. Well, we repeated this word many times, so I hope you can get it all. But if not, don't worry. This quiz is not to evaluate your ability, but just to review what you learned. And if you forget, then you can memorize with us together. Stoa, you got the answer on YouTube, and everyone, you answered very good. Excellent. Yes. 학생 means student. 학생 means student. Okay. Then what is 선생님? It means a teacher. Me. 과학자. We didn't learn this word today, but it means scientist. Scientist. 과학자. 과학자. Oh, Emily, the quiz never works on my phone. Do you have to be on a computer? Actually, it works on your phone too. Oh, if you can describe what was the problem, I'll try to take a look for the next week. But Emily, I hope you can join it next week because you're a really good student. And 경찰. 경찰 means police. Policeman. Police officer. Policewoman. Police. Okay. Next one. Good luck. Good luck. 짠. Answer quickly. Oh, before that. Wow. Trayvon and Claudine answered very quickly. Yes. Kyle, very close. Oh, with just 1 point, but almost. Oh, we have 8 players now. Oh, Priya, Kwati, Everglow, Powell, and Kyle. Good luck. Next one. 짜잔. So answer quickly. 짜자자잔. So how do you say doctor in Korean? So when you go to 병원, hospital or clinic, you see a doctor. And how can I say doctor in Korean? First option is 의사. Second option is 간호사. Third option is 셰프. Fourth option is 가수. So there are 4 words, so please choose one of them. Doctor. Choose doctor. Okay, and doctors works in 병원, right? 병원. By the way, a lot of people think 병원 only means hospital, but in Korean, 병원 also means clinic. So it doesn't have to be a big hospital, but it can mean a small clinic. We say this is also 병원. If you really want to mention the big hospital, that is 종합병원. Priya, I don't know how to play, but I'll try next week. Yes, hopefully. when I click the link and go to the page, the spot where the quiz is supposed to be blank. Oh, you're logged in and it's blank? Okay, I'll try with other devices and see why. I'm so sorry about that. And Sakura, thank you too. Nancy, 감사합니다. Oh, we got the answer. Very good, everyone. You did awesome job. Yes, doctor in Korean is 의사, and 간호사 means nurse. 간호사. Chef, we learned it, right? It means chef, someone who cook. Someone who cook. 가수 means singer who sing. 가수. Kwati, thank you for the advice. Opening Chrome and scroll down till you see AHA slide, but maybe it's blank because it's already started. That is also possible. Claudio, we call doctor 선생님 too, right? Exactly. We call doctor, so we call doctor 의사. Nope. We don't call doctor because doctor is a job name, but when you call someone, you always need an honorific title, which is 의사 선생님, or you can omit 의사 and say 선생님 too. 선생님. So 의사 선생님 or 선생님. So when you go, hey doctor, well, we say 의사 선생님. That sounds very polite. So 의사 선생님. So call 의사 선생님 or just 선생님 is okay. So last quiz for today is this. Oh, before that, yes, we have to mention the leaderboard. And Claudine, awesome. And Trayvon, almost. Kyle, awesome job. Powell and Everglow, very good. Keep it up. We have the last quiz. Who will be the winner? 짠. So this is the last quiz. And please fill out the blank. I read out this word. 아니요. 이 아니에요. 예요. 아니요. 이 아니에요. 예요. Hint. 이 is used after the noun that ends in consonant or vowel. Consonant or vowel. Think about that. And this is used after the noun ending in a consonant or vowel. Consonant or vowel. Think about that. So let's talk about it. 화가, it means the artist. Someone who draw is 화가. 투자가, we learned. It means investor. Engineer is an English loan word and it means engineer. And 의사, doctor, right? 학생, it means a student. Engineer. 투자가, investor. And 회계사, we didn't learn this word, but it means accountant. Someone who does account. So please choose one of these and think which one is correct. This one is a little bit hard, right? But you can do it. Good luck. So we have just 10 seconds. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Time's up. Who's the winner? Oh, wow. Yes, this one was a little bit hard. Yes, 2 people choose this and 3 people choose this. And the answer is 학생 and engineer. Why? Because 학생, it ends with a consonant. So we say 학생이 아니에요. 학생이 아니에요 is okay. But engineer, it ends with a vowel, not consonant. So we have to say engineer가 아니에요. engineer가 아니에요. And 예요, well, engineer, 예요 works because engineer ends with a vowel. So engineer, 예요 works. 의사예요 works too. 의사예요 works too because it ends with a vowel. But if the job ends with a consonant such as 학생, then you are supposed to use 이예요, 학생이에요. But well, very good. The answer is 아니요, 학생이 아니에요. engineer, 예요. It means, no, I'm not a student. I'm an engineer. Okay, Priya, I also got it right. Congratulations. Okay, so who's the winner? 따라란, 트레이봉. Excellent work. Yay. 트레이봉, excellent work. 잘했어요. So very good job. You understand today's topic, today's content very well. And actually, not only 트레이봉, all the people who participate in this quiz show did very good job. Awesome work. Amazing. Yay. 잘했어요. So, 짠. Now, can you say that in Korean? Please submit your job in Korean. I would love to know that. Well, if you don't have a job or, well, if you are students now, so everyone is a student as a job now. But if you want to use another job words, that is okay. I'm not digging into your privacy, but this one is just to practice the job words. So if you want to be pilot, or if you want to be chimchim, sure. You can say that. Stoa quiz is so fun. I know. So I hope you can join in next week. And Priya, thank you so much too. So please submit it. Let's quickly review. And also, as usual, I have homework for you. If you're watching this video right now, you can submit this your job through this quiz slide directly. Or if you're watching this video after the live quiz show, then you can always comment. You know, these days I comment. I reply to every single comment on this series. So please leave your job name or your occupation just like student, because everyone who watch this video is student can. How to say jobless? Jobless in Korean, that's a good question. That's a good question. 짠. In Korean, you can also say 백수. 백수 means someone who doesn't have a job at this moment. Priya, 저는 대학생이에요. 잘했어요. And remember, my job is 강사예요. Lecturer. So, what do you do? What is your job? 어떤 일을 하세요? 어떤 일을 하세요? 한국어로 댓글 달아주세요. 한국어로 댓글 달아주세요. What do you do? Comment in Korean. 한국어로 댓글 달아주세요. Everglow. 저는 학생이에요. So, you're students and you want to be an English teacher. 저는 영어 선생님이 되고 싶어요. 영어 선생님이 되고 싶어요. I see. I hope your dreams will come true. I heard that in dramas all the time. Yes, you're right. You can say 백수, 백수. And that's a good question, Katie. 무업, 무업 does not exist. 무업, that's not the word that we use. And 실업자. 실업자 can be someone who doesn't have a job. But what's the difference between 백수 and 실업자? 실업자 literally means someone who lost a job. Who lost a job. Someone who used to work, but maybe the person got fired or the company failed, so just lost a job. I have no idea, but 실업자 literally means someone lost a job. 백수 just means someone who doesn't have a job. Maybe this person never have a job in their entire life, or someone lost a job, I don't know. But 백수 means someone who doesn't have a job. 실업자 means someone who lost a job. That's the difference. And Veronique, that's a good word, but please be careful, is 회사원이에요. 회사원. 회사원. It's not 외사원, but 회사원. 회사원. 울자, I'll join next time. Please. Emily, what do you do? How do you say if you are disabled and can't work? We just say, I think about it. That's a very specific situation. So how do we say? I don't work. Maybe I would say I don't work. 저는 일하지 않아요. I don't work. 저는 일하지 않아요. KD, 취업 중이에요 means it means I have a job. If you're looking for a job, 짠. You can say 취직 준비 중이에요. Or you can say 취업 준비 중이에요. 취직 준비 중이에요 means I'm preparing to get a job or I'm looking for a job. 취직 준비 중이에요. 취업 중이에요. Okay, so thank you very much and make sure to leave a comment after this lesson on our YouTube of Korean Class 101 because these days I leave comment. I reply to every single comment these days. Okay, or if you want, of course, you can let me know on my personal Instagram on at super_Kjin that I'll answer you. Okay, 감사합니다. Thank you very much for joining today's class. And next week, we are going to talk about your nationality. So if you study nationality words, that would be great. You can find these nationality words in this free PDF that you can get from the link in the description, or you can also Google your nationality. So you can talk about it next week with me and Chip. 감사합니다. Asya, is it real life? Yes, it is real, but we are leaving now. So I hope you can join this live 1 hour earlier next week. JD, goodbye. And 트레이본 감사합니다. 필리스타스 고마워요. And KD, 코아티, 우자, and 스리스티스냐, and 가일론, 낸시, 사쿠라 감사합니다. 히카루 고마워요. See you next week. Bye bye.